Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, God. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geek. We encourage you to stay geek, man. It's Cuz We Geek -1 again. No BJ today, but listen, we got Cuz in the building, BA in the building. We got a lot to get into, y'all. Like I said, if you guys are into the geek culture, movies, television, all them good things, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. Join us here literally every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. We had these discussions with you guys. And also, too, if everybody can hit them likes for us today, man, that'll be much appreciated. That helps out with the algorithm in more ways than you know. And also, if you have any questions or any comments addressing any of us here on the panel with any of the questions that, or should I say, any of the comments that we bring up, simply add it to the comment section and we'll get to those at the end of the show. All right, fellas. Got a lot to get into, man. CinemaCon is I think it wrapped up Thursday. His last day was Thursday, so some news that dropped. One in particular we definitely got to get into, man. That's broken the interwebs. We're gonna talk about that here in a second. But before we do all that, man, we got to do a real quick thing here and show some love to the merch. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys are interested in the merch of the channel, simply scroll down to the description box. There are links to each one of the t-shirts there that you saw on the screen, like the one I have on here, the Masters of the Universe themed geek shirt. Simply scroll on down to the description box and check those out. All right, fellas. Got some stuff to get into, man. You know, growing up, man, remember when y'all was younger, man, you feel like y'all could do no wrong. You always felt like you can leap tall buildings with a single bound. You kind of felt y'all remember that? Y'all felt I felt this right here. Invincible. Check it out, man. We're gonna be talking about Invincible and all this spoilery goodness. If you have not seen Invincible yet, all right, we recommend you go watch the show. Go watch this episode. Come back. Y'all let us know. Come on back to the comment section after watching the show. Y'all let us know what y'all think about the show. All right. But listen, we better start talking about it. So we'll let you know now. Spoilers. Yep. You've been warned. So check this out, fellas. So Invincible episode 7. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Bro, we get too many of these shows now. And matter of fact, I think me and my wife was watching The Boys. And I was like, I thought it was on episode 4. She's like, no, it's 3. I said, see, the show's running together. So
yeah.
episode 7 of Invincible. So check this out, y'all. Invincible season 4, episode 7 is now tied as the highest rated episode of the series for reasons. But Cuz, let the folks at home know, man, what was your takeaway from this episode 7 of Invincible?
Put some respect on Thrag's name.
I try to tell y'all. Y'all said, nah, he's strong.
Put some MFing respect on that man's name, because my God, it was so of course he had it was tactically it was a wonderful plan. They hid out in all the bodies of the Vitramites where they put them in the ring around the planet. So they hid out in that, which was masterful. And then started giving the hands. And Thrag just sitting there, just waiting, chilling, just watching. And you had like these moments of just seeing his speed before he even started fighting. When you had the laser shot by him and you saw him move really quickly for it to miss him. You had was it Omni-Man going after him, and he just not even swinging yet, just moving out the way. I was like, oh, this dude fast. And then when he grabbed the betrayer and just snatched his head, it was like, oh, he's a problem.
Bro, I told y'all, bro. Like I said in the group, I said, bro, the comic pages don't do it justice.
Yeah.
Like seeing the actual in action, you like, yo, okay.
Yeah. Like, jeez. And I mean, it made sense because, like, his position, it's like, of course, they wouldn't put somebody like that at a high position. But to see how he had him to do the purge, to be able to call, like, if anybody would, if there's a chance of being a traitor, go ahead and called it out of their race. This dude was just violent. What he was able to do, Omni Man, like I ain't ever seen anybody put hands on him like that. And then being able to do the death spear through him. He put work in on Mark. I was actually surprised that he did show him mercy, because he got to the point of like it's not enough of us for me to kill him, essentially, which was like crazy for him to get to that point. It was a fantastic episode. Those I forgot their name, but those little red creatures were putting in work.
Ragnar.
Yeah, the Ragnars. Like they put in work. Like they had a good plan. It's just I don't know if you can truly have a plan when it comes to Thrag. Like you should be planning to attack everybody else but him. Try to essentially get him by himself, so you can have a better chance. Because then once you get him by himself, you might have a chance to rest, heal up, and then go fight him. 15 people to one. Just so you might have a chance. Because Jesus, it was like that dude is next level. Like he's not even next level. He's like 6 levels above the next highest person, or above the next person. Like, it was incredible. Yeah, the rating that it got, it absolutely deserved it. What you got, BA?
See, notice I was muted, right? Because for a while I was actually speechless when I was watching the show, right? So everything is full circle, everything comes together. Now, we all know that Thrag was like the MVP, right? I guess my thing is real quick before I dive into it. Why did you do this when you showed up on that planet? When you showed up on before y'all tucked tail and ran away? Like you could have destroyed the thing. Like this whole thing could have been over right then and there if you would have just did that, in a sense. So now you wait, people die, you're losing your numbers, and then you realize, like, oh, we need some place to stay now because Nolan came up with this brilliant idea just to get rid of everything because that's what he holds sacred more so than anything else. So, like, I get all that, but you could have stopped and you could have avoided all this first and foremost. So, like I said, that part, that responsibility, that accountability goes to him. Now, with that being said, it was a great plan, as Will said. Like it was beautifully done, beautifully executed. The impact, the highlight of Thrag though was like, I mean, he's probably top 5 villains of all time now. Like, across media. Like I think he put himself up there in one episode. Like we don't need a Joker for this one where it's like he got to show how sadistic he is on multiple. I don't need none of that. Zod is cool and Doomsday and Darkseid. We've seen all of them. You know what I'm saying? We've seen stupid. No, the way he came on the scene and the way he handled his business was like, it was definitely on epic proportions. And I knew it was over as soon as Nolan took that first swipe and he just moved like a couple inches back without sweating, without busting the sweat. I said, "Yo,
that part,
it's over." So yeah, I mean, so he's just on a different level now. I'm not an anime guy, but it reminds me of like this is peak. Like he was doing stuff I seen on that type of stuff, and I don't like to dive too much into anime, but like yo, for what we watch, for what I watch, I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. This power level, this power setting is crazy. So I don't know how you beat that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you do with this. I don't know what you do with this type of power. I don't know how you, unless the virus works, unless homeboy with the gun. If hopefully that works, because the dude that got his face smashed in, like that gun was. I mean, if it could blow through a pan, it could definitely get through Thrag. So like you're gonna have to do some things in order to try to get him. Like those, it was crazy. But yes, the donkey of the day goes to, because I want to use another word, but we try to be upright on here on this show. Goes to Oliver. You are retarded, sir. Oh. You are something. Yeah. You are not the smartest. Not the smartest guy. So there you go for that one. Shout out to Invincible when he mentioned, I beat Conquest, and everybody just like, what? You did that? Yeah, I did that. So that was he got a little swag on that. And then he proceeded to punch Thrag, and Thrag didn't move, and he just stood there and said that he's not impressed. So it was just aura farming. This whole thing was just aura farming for Thrag. Just this entire thing. To the fact that Invincible was literally, he was running away. He was flying, but he was flying away like I don't know what to do. I have to run, and he still caught him with enough speed. Like it was, he could have been further in front. So it was beautifully done. But like I said, this really goes to Nolan and how great, how quick thinking he is, because it was over. And once the planet got destroyed, it was over for him too, and he knew it. He knew the outcome. He knew that death was going to happen. So I need to do whatever I can to make an impact before I die, and that's what he did. So I see that. So I'm not mad at that. And I think Invincible is right. I think Mark is right. I think they're going to Earth, because he saved them, just because he wants them, not because he took pity, not because he was like, oh, we're losing numbers, so I want to save as much numbers. It had nothing to do with that. He just said, I need to hurt y'all the way y'all just hurt me, and the only way to do that is to go to Earth. And I think Mark realized that, and we'll see what happens once they get there. So, just beautifully done. Like I said, it's hard not to turn away from that show. It definitely has the rewatchability. So this is stuff that we watch. Like, can we watch this again? Can you sit through another 30 minutes to an hour and watch whatever that we just watched? Can we watch it again? And I think we can watch this again. I think I can find YouTube clips of highlights of this show, and I will sit there and I will watch it again, just to see how powerful and how menacing Thrag really is. And I think they nailed it on cylinders. Besides the animation, I'm starting to see what the internet is talking about when it comes to some of the animation. Yeah, he has like a plain face doing all this stuff, and then you'll see the YouTube guys or the people that handle the animations, and they say, well, he probably should be looking more like this. And it's just like Nolan of season 1, season 2, or stuff like that. It was very similar to that. So yeah, I can see that, but I'm not gonna knock him for that, because it just probably goes in a different direction. We read comic books all the time, and it'd be one animator, and it'd be the next animator in the very next page. Like, why we switch here? So I'm not mad at that. So I'm not going to critique it on that front. But like I said, just what they did in this one show was it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I picked up on the animation on that last episode when Mark was out and he ended up growing the beard. In the comic, he grew a full-fledged beard, and in that episode, it was like little patches all over here. And I said, yeah, the animation do look a little different. So man, listen, this episode was probably the best episode, bro, for a lot of reasons that y'all named off. The fact, man, that we got to finally see Thrag. I've been telling y'all, bro, that Thrag ain't nothing to play with. And you saw the moments, bro, where Thrag, he really just felt like he was, better than all the people who were fighting or whatever, which is why he wasn't fighting at first. Like, it's not worth my time fighting y'all. And y'all see why. Cat drop a cat with one punch. You know what I'm saying? The fact too that, it's kind of reminiscent when you said anime BA. I started thinking about like Dragon Ball Z with King Vegeta, right? Like that's what we kind of remind me of. Like we didn't really see King Vegeta just put in work like that, but him being like he has the power to be the most powerful Saiyan on the planet if he's the king of the Saiyans or whatever. So it's kind of like that. And they bred this dude from birth, man, to be this powerful. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's, man, I'm with you too, bro. Oliver made me mad. Oliver been making me mad. Somebody put a compilation of all the times Oliver thought he was gonna do something and got his butt kicked or whatever. And I was sitting there when that happened to him. I swear I screamed at the TV, bro. He literally told you, do not fight this dude on your own. You literally lost 3 fights, bro. That's your 3rd fight you lost. You lost 3 fights against these people. And what you lost, the first 2 you lost to Conquest. He kicked your butt. What make you, and they're telling you that this guy is Conquest's boss.
Right.
What make you think that you're gonna beat him? I'm run up to me, yeah, what's up now? Da, da, da. I'm just like, when he got his job broke, I'm like, that's kind of what you get, man. So it's what you get. You're not listening. He told you not to fight this dude. Yeah. He gonna try to run and stuff, dude. Ripped his arm out, broke his jaw, like, bro, trash. And so I'm with you, B. That part made me mad, bro. I remember yelling at the TV, like, bro, he told you not to fight this dude by himself. Matter of fact, before you start fighting him, he wiping cats out and moving fast and cats can't hit him and all that. What think you gonna do? Then another part I like too, man, when he hit Nola with that Shoryuken. Start gathering that wind as he ready to punch him. Like, oh my god. He punched that dude so hard. Like normally when you punch him, they kind of like catch their seals or whatever. Bro, he punched that dude. He just kept going down to the planet, bro. I was like, God dang, man. I said, yeah. I said, I seen it in the comic book, but now that you're seeing it in action, I'm like, yo, okay, this dude, he's something else, man. The fact, like I said, Thaddeus and them blowing off that planet, that was smart. Yeah. So now they really got nowhere to go. But then on top of that, now that hurts Earth. It's not the fact that they say I'm going to Earth, I want to hurt you. He saw what Mark was. We knows what Mark is. Huh. So you telling me we can make a powerful army of Viltrumites by going to Earth? So they go to Earth and try to repopulate. Spoiler alert. That's their plan, is to go and repopulate on Earth. And that right there is going to lead to a certain scene that BJ thinks is going to happen, which I don't think is going to happen in this show, but we'll see. They showed us some stuff before that I didn't think they would show, but we'll see. But yeah, man, like I said, this episode was fire, man. It was fire.
Let's read it.
Yeah, I thought there was one more thing I wanted to say about this episode. I think one of y'all touched on. The fact too, man. I wonder. So yeah, Battle Beast got thrown to the side. I'm kind of wondering how that battle gonna be interesting towards the end of the series. But
so Battle Beast and Thrag actually go toe to toe.
Yeah, later on they go toe to toe. I'm
it
trying
must
to think
be a weekend Thrag.
It's a weakened Thrag and a weakened Battle Beast because he weakened himself to make himself even. You know what I'm saying? To give a fair fight to Thrag or whatever. The battle goes on for like weeks. They fight for weeks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, which is like I said, man, the series is gonna get good, bro. It's getting good. Now I don't know how they're gonna end the series. I know they're gonna go back to Earth or whatever, because that's where the Viltrumites are hiding at and all that stuff. But a lot of the Viltrumites' feelings and stuff are going to change, just like Nolan's feelings change when they get to Earth. So I'm gonna see that too. But Cuz, what you give this episode, man?
How many more episodes we have this season?
I think there's one left.
One more. All right. 9.8.
Oh, trying to count it. I got you.
Yeah. 9.8. It was a fantastic episode. The fighting, being able to see what Thrag can actually do and that's me still undercutting it at 9.8. Like it was fantastic.
I'm gonna ask you this too. Should that episode have been the last episode?
It should have
been.
And
if we go into the next season?
Yeah, if I would have,
it depends on the cliffhanger.
Yeah, we gotta see cliffhanger. You know what? You're right. Let's see the cliffhanger first, and then we'll come back and be like, you know what? That should have been the last episode. You're right. Because I was thinking like that would have been like I know with each of the episodes, he wins. I mean, each of the seasons, he wins at the end, and then they go into the next season or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking like that it'd be different if they show him losing, and then they go into the next season or whatever. That would have been interesting. But
that's what I was. It would be intrigued with him taking out the L at the end of the season.
What you got, BA?
I was going to give it a straight 10, right? And then I realized that Thrag is racist, so I'm gonna drop it down to 9.75.
Somebody
because my man Slim ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. He just like, yo, he called him General Thrag or whatever you call it. He gave him respect and everything. He just said, I don't believe you. Why you don't believe that man?
Hey, you gonna betray me? No, I'm down with the Viltrumites. No, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. That's all. What else? I don't know what else he could do. So because of that, it's gonna be a 9.75, and I'm taking away the 10 because I need more evidence. I need something because this is ridiculous, man. Because I don't understand how that could have happened. So that's my thought process about it. 9.75.
Bro, you know what's crazy too? To kind of piggyback off what you just said, that whole purge thing was stupid. So if he didn't purge those guys, he would have killed. If they was all never had did the purge, made it to that point where they fought Mark and them, he would have killed Mark and Nolan because hey, we already have enough. You know, so y'all traded to the people or whatever. So we already got enough. Viltrumites. We don't need y'all. Yeah,
that's the only reason.
That's the only reason why, bro.
Tactician. He's not a tactician.
Who to a Thrag?
Yeah, but
I mean, he's more of one now. He has to be, which is why, like I said, they went to Earth. It's like, hold up. So this is what y'all could produce from Earthlings? It's like, okay. And so, and also too, well, with Oliver and Mark have showed that there's two different ways you can, you know, get your population back up. Yeah. And we are gonna see, like I said, one of the latter you're gonna see later on in the series. So, but yeah, that's why they're going back to Earth so they can repopulate and all that stuff and get their people, their numbers back up and stuff.
I guess my question to you is, Nolan was on a mission to go to different places, you know, I guess populate and then take over. That's why he had that snap in the first episode, in a sense, right? He was like, I gotta kill all y'all because now I gotta control y'all. But that was his mission. Wasn't other people on missions of similar stature? Yeah,
I believe so. It should be.
Yeah, it should be. So why is like Earth the only like breakthrough? Like, oh, we can. So others maybe have failed. Maybe they didn't necessarily win. Maybe Earth and whatever else Thrag went. I mean, Nolan went to the other insect planet was the few ones that fuses in well with a Viltrumite. Maybe I don't know because it shouldn't have been a shot because he should have other people doing similar. So it should be more. It should be honestly more Invincibles throughout the world, throughout the galaxy.
So they found out that the humans are compatible better than any other race or species with the Viltrumites, which is why, like I said, it's why they're going to Earth. It's like, hold on, you could produce this. Cause look how strong Mark is. You know what I'm saying already, and they're like, yo, hold on, we can make more Viltrumites just like that by going to Earth. And so, yeah, that's why it's like Earth is like the, you know, main focus. It's like, hold on, we can produce more of these guys. And you see how strong they are. Like I said, their DNA and stuff like that. Like battle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're humanoids too. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay. I'm with that. Okay, cool.
Which I don't even know if that's really the case, BA, because look at Oliver. Like the Viltrumites, you know, so strong, you know what I'm saying? Their givings are so strong that bam, but it turned into a humanoid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It does get way that maybe a genetics led that way, but it also could lead the opposite way. So now you got a Viltrumite, a lobster looking roach, and that's not necessarily what they want. So maybe they just took that as a one-off. And they say, you know, this Earth thing is a lot more plausible versus what could have happened the other way around.
Right. No, that's a good point though. Speaking of Earthlings with powers, y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got to talk about this show too, man, because this show get crazy. Man, we got to talk about The Boys, man. Episode 3, which is what I thought was 4, but episode 3, man. BA, what you think about this one, man? Oh, you still talking? My bad. What you think about The Boys episode 3?
It was crazy. Yeah, I knew when I'm bad with names. Zoe. When Zoe mentioned that how she was upset with trying to think of his name. Jeez. Oh my
Some
God.
Homelander?
No, not
Not
Homelander.
Homelander, Butcher.
Butcher, yeah. When she mentioned that she was mad at Butcher for killing her mom and got thrown into the lake and think her father's dead, but she said Dad was like, "Oh, they don't know that the father's dead. Father doesn't know that. I mean, the father's alive, and the father don't know about Zoe. It's like this is about to be all bad." And he's go to the scene where she find them. They hug.
But I was like, why didn't I tell her that her dad's alive or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. And then
makes sense now.
You see, see him pouring bleach and destroying all of it. It's like that tracks. That very much tracks, because that would have been very important to know, to talk about, especially the fact that they were going to go see going to the hideout. Like, that would have been really important to let all parties involved know that, hey, your daughter's alive. She's okay. We're about to go see her. Hey, we have big news. Your dad's alive. You know, he's been helping us with this virus. And then being able to hopefully get over the hill with that. But for them to discover it themselves, like, it was understanding that they was going to destroy the virus the way that they did. And then to see that it was a V1, I think you mentioned it too, but it was the V1 that ended up saving Soldier Boy because he had nothing for it to be able to grab onto, so it wasn't surprising. So that's like the next big thing is him being able to find it. But the little boy could take he could take a beating, because he took a hell of a beating, and he's still alive. Because he put in work on those
by the grace
Russian,
of God.
Man, because he put work in on those Russian ops when he was in Russia, and then to see what Homelander did to him, like he was barely breathing. I had my breath for a little bit when he was just saying there, say, it's like there's no way that he's gonna die like this. Like I
thought he did, cuz.
Yeah, like, but I was just thinking, it was like, nah, this kid, I expect him to have a bigger role. That's what I was thinking to myself. It's like, there's no way that they killed him like this. So when he actually moves, it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, that initial, like, him just laying there and the way that he was beaten was like, Jesus. But yeah, he took a beating. He survived it, and on the other side. And then there was like chaos with Translucent Sun. Like, these folks, like, they lie so much trying to cover up that once the lie gets out, it makes things worse for them. It's like, it might be better to be on the other side of it. Just tell them, go ahead, let them know what it is, what happened, the whole story. Because if you, I feel like if they would have told him and be able to deal with it then, he wouldn't have been the one to allow for those guys to get in so easily. Like, he just gave them the code and they went in. So it's just things that's coming back to hunt this crew, all because of lies. It's constantly the lies or the information withheld. You know, the truth withheld. It's been consistently coming back to them. So that's been interesting to see how that's been affecting them and what's been going around. And then Homelander wanting to get that V1 so he can be invincible through and through. Him
you said he could be what?
So he can. No, that was good. But and then him being in that milk, it was just pure chaos. It's absolutely chaos. But it was a great episode. I give it to Amazon Prime. Like they got some good shows. They got some good shows. Hopefully, the boys or the special effects team will go over to their budget. Will go over to Invincible to help with the animation. What you got, BA?
I think it's well, first and foremost, I was not here last week, so rest in peace, A Train. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Way to go full circle in your art. That's one. Two, I didn't think that Billy was going to die. But that's his son, right? Young Homelander.
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to die. I just think that he just got his tail whooped, similar to Oliver, right? They kind of going through the same thing of understanding what they can get away with and what they can't, how far they can go and how far they can't. So it's little stuff like that. And I was like, well, yeah, he needed that get right because he thought that he could take his father.
He told him that he could.
That's what happens with that. So I think that was interesting to see. That made him probably more on Butcher's side, but Butcher's the one that kind of told him like, yes, this is what needs to be done, but you're no match for your father, kid. Like, understand that. And he had to learn the hard way. So that's that. That was that. Shout out to Giancarlo. It's nice to see you, my man Stan. It was nice to see you. Now you're with Homelander, and that was so. After what, like I said, I'm watching Invincible. I'm watching The Boys. So we going back and forth with all this stuff. So now I'm thinking like, yo, is Homelander gonna smash his head? Like, is that what's gonna happen? Like, is he gonna But no, he didn't. So, because I know he needs him, but it was still like, yo, is he just gonna flip it out and just find out how to find the V1 through Soldier Boy some kind of way?
Ryan, that's his name, Ryan. My bad.
Ryan, there you go. Because Butcher, okay. So that threw me off. But I'm glad he didn't. So he survived one more week. Because I know people going to die. People got to die. It was good to see. So like I said, I like how the show is progressing. Now we have a focus. We have a clear focus. They have a virus that can take out almost all the soups. It's even everyone underneath the original core of them. Cool. Mm-hmm. All right. So now Homelander has his mission throughout this whole thing. He has to find that, and they have to find him or that before it's all over. Rest in peace to young Invisible Boy, right? Translucent's son. It was fun to see you, but we didn't see you. Anyway, so. Shout out to Jack Quaid too, man. Huey, the acting to fight yourself, to you know what I'm saying? Like, he went real Jim Carrey liar on us and stuff. That's hard to do, you know what I'm saying? So shout out, like that was entertaining to see. What I don't like is, you did? It's probably spectacularly done. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to hit on. You mentioned the whole virus thing about Newman and her family in a sense, so that's understandable. I wonder if they're going to come back. They have to come back, right? It seemed like they was I think Laz or somebody said like Stan Egger, like you're producing like a young Avengers in a sense, right? Like what's going on? We got these young people, but so we see how that goes. And that's about it. Like I said, it was definitely a entertaining episode. I don't know if I can watch it again per se because I don't think it was nothing significantly done in this joint. But I also liked I'm gonna say when Soldier Boy slept with old girl because he finally got like an understanding of Homelander, and I think that was missing. He just, like you said, he just thought he was weird and trying to be like me and trying to, be better than me and all that. And she was like, no. Yeah, he's definitely weird. But it was like, no, like he, it's a whole different type of admiration. when it comes to you. So that was good, so he can understand that. I don't know what that means to the rest of the season, but it was definitely good to see. So, like I said, all in all, it was a great show. Like I said, the only thing I really don't like, I don't like the new last lawns on Mother's Milk. You put your weight back on, homeboy. I don't like this thin version of you. You look weird. That's one.
Yeah.
And I think too, the Deep, like, what are we doing here, guy? What are we doing here, Deep? Like you knocked out old boy, and it was like
Black Noir.
like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Did y'all talk about Black Noir last week?
Yeah, I said that. I was telling BJ and them, I got a theory that it will. I'll get.
You think it's polarity?
No. Why? Okay. You think it is?
I just know that polarity was around. He saw him in a way like homeboy was taking photos of him, like the selfies and stuff. So maybe he might have tricked him. Maybe he's a part of the black woman. What's her name in the show?
Sage. Yeah, Sister Sage.
Sister Sage. All right, cuz I got you. Yeah, I think Sister Sage is like she's plotting something because it's a lot of times like she's feeling like, okay, Homelander is going in a different direction, and I might not be able to reel it in. So I think she's actually coming up with a backup plan as we speak. And I think Black Noir has something to do with it. I just don't know yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. It was a good episode, great episode.
No, because you brought up something. I brought this up on last episode and last show, and I remember BJ was like, "Nah." So somebody else brought this the same theory up that I brought up. What if they decided to go the route like they did in the comics, where Black Noir turned out to be an actual clone of Homelander? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that what you said, BA that might fit too, because where is he at too? Is he supposedly he supposed to be with Maria and them after what happened at Godokin? So I don't know. Yeah, because I was sitting there because I said he's quiet, and I don't think it's the same guy. And he wasn't like somebody who was just like super powerful. I can't stop him or whatever. So you can easily kill him and then just take his spot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know. That's a good point. The Deep kind of getting on my nerves. Like, bro, you gonna learn today, bro, that Homeland don't care about you. He don't care about you, bro. So he trying to do that to kind of get on his good side or whatever. And so he gonna find out that whatever you do, Homeland don't really care at all about you, or whatever. As long as it's something that helps him. But yeah, like I said, this episode was pretty good so far, bro. I like this episode. There's a couple things that made me mad.
Mm-hmm.
We saw A-Train die in like the first episode, right? At the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
No, second episode.
First episode.
Okay, first episode. We went to second. You're right.
Yeah, the funeral. Had the funeral.
The second one was the funeral.
Gotcha. So yeah, he died at the end of the first one, right? Now this is now 2 episodes in a row where it's like, oh man, they took somebody else out. Psych, he's still alive. Remember they did Soldier Boy like that when he rose up like a zombie or something in that bag, and then now Ryan when he got beat to a pulp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking he did or whatever. And then, like you said, because you saw him kind of like move over a little bit, he breathing and stuff. And I'm just like, so Soldier Boy the only one that died so far. So what we doing here? Nobody else dying or whatever. But
A-Train.
Yeah, I'm sorry, A-Train. My bad. A-Train's the only one who died so far. So
you don't care about Rock Hard. You don't got no love lost for Rock Hard.
I don't even know who Rock Hard is. That's how crazy it is. Those folks don't count. You know what I'm saying? Him.
Oh, you saying like main cast?
The major, the main cast. Yeah, the main cast people been like with the show for 5 seasons. Yeah, Rock Hard one of them. There's another what they call it, cannon fodder. Him and what was the other boy name? The dude who was advertising the chips and all that stuff. He died. But Raven, I think Raven gonna come. The girl who played like the boys version of Raven
contest.
Contest. I think she's gonna be back. I think she's gonna be back sometime later on in the series too. But
she's
yeah,
actually
like I said,
a decent actress. She was in something else.
Yeah. So they definitely got to use her for something else. They definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I said, this episode was pretty good. Now we're starting to see what kind of direction they might be going in, because now they got to pivot now. Now that the what's the girl named Zoe and her dad now are out there. I don't know what's gonna happen with them. I think Homelander and them gonna probably find a way to get to them because he can come up with a virus that can kill him or whatever. Or what if he finds him and forces him to make a V1 form?
I can see that happening.
So that might actually happen too, because I think Big J kind of hinted to it before. I think we're gonna see him actually get the V1 when he kind of shooting that laser up in the air, like he got more powerful or whatever. He's kind of like happy or whatever that he got more powerful or whatever. And so, yeah, bro, it's gonna be interesting, bro. Because what you get this episode, man, of the boys?
9.2. Great episode. It is brutal for it to be a rewatched, but it was a great episode. Being able to see Ryan, like I said earlier, put in work and then he take a beating. It was cinematic full circle moment essentially. What you got, BA?
Let's go with I'm gonna go to 8.5. Like you said, it's just a rewatchability. I think it'll be a little bit hard to watch this again. But I can if I had to. Like, it's not necessarily a big problem. So 8.5. Not everything can be a straight 9.5 the whole entire series. Like I said before,
gotta be 9.5.
Now that's unrealistic. So maybe like you said, maybe if somebody of significance would have passed away, then you're like, all right, cool, I can understand that. But young translucent dying is not enough for me to give this like a straight 9.5. So
Yeah, I'm glad old girl
I did. Say it again.
Snapped her neck. Old girl that would be blowing folks up. I'm glad she found. Yeah, bro. I'm glad she finally died, bro. I'm like, God dang, man.
Starlight she definitely got some bodies. She getting bodies. So, that's Starlight. I knew it was a problem when Starlight beat Black Noir in the other episode. I'm like, hold on. So I know Starlight is beat up, but they supposed to beat Black Noir in a hand-to-hand combat. So that's just
it's not the same Black Noir. Remember that?
Not the same guy.
Yeah,
but no.
So he might not be as hand-to-handish like the first one, the original Black Noir.
Right. So, but like I said, 8.5. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with that 8.5. Not a bad. I hate that if I say 8.5, I feel like I'm doing something bad. Like, no, it's 8.5 out of 100.
You're doing something bad. It's okay.
Understood. I'll play the bad guy. 8.5.
You said 8.5. Kobe, what you give it?
9.2.
I'm gonna go 8.75. I'm gonna go right in the middle between y'all. 8.75. Like I said, it was a good episode. Trying to think of anything else I'm missing out of this episode that I wanted to talk about. Nope, I think that's about it. I'm trying to think what kind of give my reasoning. Yeah, I'm with you, BA. Only reason why I give it 8.75. Like, if Brian had died, it would have been like a 9.2 or something like that for me, bro. Because I'm just like, man, like I said, I really thought, like, because you want to feel those stakes, especially with the fact that this is the last season. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be like, oh man, like the producer said, kind of Game of Thrones, just where it's like, well, anybody can die or whatever, right? So that's what I was looking forward to. I was like, man, Ryan died. And remember, I told my wife, because she was like, no, I don't think he died or whatever. And I'm like, no, I think he died because Homelander made that whole speech about, I'm about to be immortal or whatever. So if I'm gonna be immortal, I don't really need you no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of thought like, okay, maybe he did die, but that wasn't the case. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.75. All right, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and turn the page here, man. Let's get into this main topic, man. Fellas, there was a trailer that was shown at CinemaCon, Jesus. CinemaCon. So check this out, y'all. We're gonna break this down. So everything's shown in the first Avengers Doomsday trailer, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and break this down. I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this. So check it out. Here's the first one here. So we got Sue Storm screams as a massive wave towers over her. So that sounds pretty interesting. Let's see what we got up here next, y'all. So the Fantastic Four meet Thor and the new Avengers. I gotta do each one of these one at a time. That's why it's taking me so long. Check this out too. Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi fights Gambit at the X Mansion. So there's a lot of people talking about this when that was at CinemaCon. They said this fight scene was fire. Which I think I remember was it Channing Tatum or the guy who played Shang-Chi. One of them were talking, Simu. I think one of them were talking about that fight scene and kind of like hyping it up or whatever before we actually seen the trailer or whatever. So both of it, they both were kind of talking about that fight scene. So when they showed it there at CinemaCon, people were hyped. They said it was a fire scene, fighting scene. So and check this out here too. Come on now, work with me. So we got Charles Xavier sees an incursion through the X Mansion window. Do y'all remember the trailer where it kind of looked like he was just sitting to himself, kind of looking in the distance?
Yeah.
On the X-Men teaser trailer of this movie. I think that's probably what he saw. We probably that scene's gonna probably be in the movie where he actually is seeing an incursion happen right before his eyes, which is why I think that you're gonna see is Gambit and those guys fighting or whatever. And there's another fight that happened at the X Mansion too. We're gonna talk about here in just a second. Also, too, Dr. Doom has an accent and his face looks scarred. So we're actually getting the Doom that we've been asking for the last 815 years, fellas. So we finally getting it's confirmed. BA is confirmed. So check this out. Mystique shapeshifts into Yelena and fights the real Yelena. So they said there's a scene where she does that, and Yelena's pretty much fighting herself. So that right there, bro, that's pretty fire too. So all this is happening also too in the X Mansion, by the way. So yeah. Let's see what else we got here, y'all. So check this out. Thor. Or should I say Dr. Doom stops Thor's Stormbreaker with just one hand. So supposedly they were saying that when he threw it or whatever, Doom kind of put his like two fingers up and like stopped it like in like midair or whatever. So that's all part of Doom being the master of science and magic that they talked about before. So yeah, for what it sounds like, we are actually getting Doom, y'all. It ain't gonna be like we're gonna have an amalgamation of all type of this is gonna be Doom, y'all. Also too, so this also was pretty big news. Said security escorted out people who tried to leak the Avengers Doomsday trailer at CinemaCon. I don't know. Yeah, I don't blame them on this. I'm not gonna lie to you, but do y'all think that? Did y'all see any of the leaks online? By the way,
I've been looking. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Just good
because I was gonna say because last time with the teaser trailers, well, I think it was the first one. I think I ended up just going ahead and see the rest of them, but the first one I didn't watch it. But y'all were like, "Oh man, they had this and that and this," and I'm like, "Damn, I didn't get to watch it though." And so like, I'm gonna wait till they drop it, and I think it waits like that next week, but we didn't know exactly when they were gonna drop. So I just gave in, like, y'all just send me the link to the darn leak trailer. I'll just watch the leak trailer. And then we eventually seen the real trailer that next week or whatever. So I thought maybe y'all seen this trailer. Like, man, I've been trying to avoid it. I don't want to see the leak version because I got a feeling, bro, we're gonna probably end up getting this next week, like on Tuesday or something, if I had to guess. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So cuz so far, man, what you think about this, man?
It's exciting. I had the Culture Crave on Instagram. I had them up as you're scrolling through everything. It's exciting with the Steve Rogers being there. Thor's fighting Dr. Doom.
Oh, that's got that too, cuz. So there's a scene where a shadowy figure walks up. You can see the back of him, but you don't see the front. Like you don't know who it is, but he's facing Thor. And Thor holds up Mjolnir, and it comes to that person, and they're gonna find out it's Steve Rogers. But go ahead.
It's exciting. It's and the fact that we're getting the Doom that we wanted. It sounds like Victor has the accent, has the scars. Like this is going to be the big bad that we've been hoping for. As we finally get Shang-Chi back on the screen, and he's fighting Gambit. another character that we begged for a long time to get on screen. So we'll get him in a second movie as well. Uh, this movie is just exciting because it's going to give us the opportunity to see a lot of people. Yes, we know, like we've talked about it before, like it's going to be dark because a lot of people are going to die within it.
Oh yeah.
Just to get ready for Secret Wars and everything, but to know like this is setting up for X-Men because it's a fight in the Xavier School in the X Mansion. Like everything is as far as Doomsday seems to be probably be circling around the X Mansion. So this is exciting. Knowing that Mystique is back fighting Yelena, that should be a really good fight because of the way that the two of them are. Uh, Knowing that they are leaning forward with the Fantastic Four as well, which we figured they would, just because like they that type of grouping wouldn't be just like a one-off type of situation or something small. You would want them in multiple big projects as well. So being able to also see Super's power within it, so it's exciting. Like it's going to be a complete amalgamation of everything that we've been hoping for when it comes to this type of character. Uh, just being the big bad, it seems like they've starting to find their footing just off of what we've heard and seen. It sounds like Marvel's starting to find their footing once again. So it's really exciting. A good Marvel is great for everybody. What you got, BA?
Some significant things. One, of course, we're gonna get the Geek'D moment when Steve Rogers steps into frame with Mjolnir. I know that was one of the highlights on because I'm a Steve Rogers fan. When it came to Endgame, two, it shows classic. It shows the significance of Doom because that same Stormbreaker was able to be thrown and stab or severely wound Thanos. So if that can get through he threw that joint in, and even the fist, the gauntlet couldn't stop it. So if the gauntlet couldn't stop it, what Doom supersedes all that. So it shows his power level. So we always got to see if anything else happened and then relate to that. So that's what we have. We have a comparison that the Infinity Gauntlet really couldn't stop Stormbreaker from piercing through and still stabbing him. Well, then he stopped it with 2 fingers. That's a significant difference. That's what we wanted out of Ant-Man. When Kang was showing up and he said all that stuff and like, aren't you the one that I did this and I did that? We needed to see that, right? So we're seeing a small level of what Doom can actually do, and it just took one little quick scene to do it. So that's a plus. I am worried because I think Shang-Chi will probably kick Gambit's ass more likely than not. So like, okay, so I know Gambit's skilled, but I think Shang-Chi is better. So are they amplifying Gambit a little bit here? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're building him up for a greater fall later on, which is also could be plausible at the same time too. But I know that he's one of those ones because they saved him. You saw the circle thing come out at the end of X-Men and not X-Men, Wolverine and
Deadpool.
Jesus Christ, Deadpool. And I think things are starting to match up. If you remember the Avengers original teaser thing, it was the big A and then the circle behind it, and it was like green background and stuff like that. So it's like we're looking through a window here, and it looked like a broken window frame or something like that. And you got Professor X now looking through that window, seeing the incursion coming and stuff like that. So we're seeing things through someone else's lens in a sense, and I think that's significant. So they're doing their due diligence of keeping things together, making reference points along the way, having moments where you're supposed to cheer, and everything like that. So if you're getting all this in one trailer, not the movie, you're getting this in a trailer, then that's a pretty significant trailer. And it seemed like it's only maybe one scene that they're kind of focused on, the X-Men scene, and maybe one like slightly something outside of that. So it's like, so this is just a portion of the movie, So I'm starting. If the trailer is this good, then the hype got to be starting. It's starting to stamp the hype because they already said that people started to watch it and they say like, "Yo, this is different. This is better than whatever they did before." I was like, "Yo, better than Infinity War Endgame." That was already that's already top tier. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well then we here for it. So and don't forget, this is all needed. They needed to be this great. So that's a high. This is like LeBron James, man. That's a high level of expectation, and you gotta meet it, you know, and if not beat it. It's hard to be high expectations, and I feel like they're on the path of doing it. So we see how it ends. We always say, "Hey, man, if any other show said, we said you gotta stick to landing." Right, so we got to make sure we stick to landing when it comes to this. But so far, your takeoff, your initial run, in track when you got to take that big jump or whatever like that, stick to landing, right, or whatever. That's where we at. The initial takeoff. Well, you gave us the little teasers. We ain't like the Russo's teaser, but you gave us the little minute joints. So we like that. Like, okay, I like what I'm seeing. All right, boom. Now we got the trailer. People said the movie's spectacular as it is now. They already did the reshoots. So they're taking the feedback and then hit them with the reshoots. All right. Hey man, I'm all for it. So I can't wait for it. I keep saying that they're gonna drop it. Like someone said sometime last week, someone said Friday. So it's a lot
this week, man. Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot. So then next thing you know, come Tuesday night, boom, tomorrow, here comes the trailer. So then here come Wednesday, here comes the trailer. So whenever it happens, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna shut down the internet. It is. And I think all of us are here for it. So way to go.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, man, what'd be nice? He dropped it on Saturdays. We could talk about it today. I know Big J would have been mad if he did.
Oh shit! Big J would have called out of work. This is too significant, guys.
We're gonna talk about it. Let's go. Listen, bro. There was a lot from this trailer, man, that they talked about here, and it got me so hyped, man, for this movie. The fact too that they were saying that Thor was kind of monologuing and saying how like this threat, like I face more powerful beings, saying, in my life, but pretty much this one takes the cake, talking about Doom and what he's doing or whatever, right? And so it's gonna get all the money. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna get all the monies. Oh, couple things. One, it is confirmed they're not moving that date. So a lot of people were predicting that they were going to say here in CinemaCon that we're going to actually get the official date of when when the movie's going to release. As far as is it going to move up to the 11th or are they going to stay at the 18th? So they leaving CinemaCon. It's official. They are staying on the 18th. So I don't even think. I'm not saying like, oh my God, ain't no big deal or nothing, but I guess they don't think it's that significant of a big deal. If they moved it up a week and got like a 1 week worth of IMAX tickets. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, this movie gonna make all the money regardless, bro. It's gonna make all the money. So, that's one. Two, I don't know if y'all heard. So it's not confirmed that they're going to be releasing the Endgame movie again in the movie theaters in September. But they're not only going to do that, but they're going to add new scenes into this movie. And with another, I think say more end credits and stuff like that, it's going to lead you right into Avengers Doomsday. So I will be in the movie theater watching that. Let y'all know now. So we can probably talk about that too, man. Talk about the new scenes and stuff like that that's in the movie when that movie releases. But yeah, man, this trailer. So what it seems like, I could be wrong. I kind of agree with what you said, BA. I think the whole X-Men scene is going to be probably the beginning of the movie, which is going to kind of give us an idea or a look into what the incursions are. Because from so far in this whole entire saga, we only heard about incursions. We really never seen one and what would happen, all that type of stuff. Now we're going to finally probably see it for ourselves in that scene there, which is why I think they're kind of highlighting that whole X-Men scene or whatever. You got Gambit and Shang-Chi fighting, and Yelena and Mystique fighting and all that. And then you also see Professor X looking out in that window, which I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch the teaser trailer, but I think that there's a part in there where he's kind of like looking, it's like kind of light off his face at a window or whatever, but they don't show him looking at an incursion. This trailer shows him looking at the incursion. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, yo, it's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. I can't wait for it, man. I definitely can't wait for it. But yeah, y'all let us know in the comment section, man. What's y'all anticipation level, man, for this Avengers Doomsday trailer? Y'all, I'm willing to put BJ's Hot Toys on it. We're getting that trailer this week. I think we're getting the trailer this week. If I had to put BJ Hot Toys on it, the trailer. It'd probably be somewhere between
Thursday.
I could say Tuesday and Thursday. Between Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. It's the NFL draft. That's a big event. It's the round 1, and it's going to be. It might be on ESPN, so it's an ABC situation.
Yeah. Okay.
It might be Thursday.
Okay. You might be on to something there, King. Cuz you might be on to something. I forgot the draft was oh yeah, your birthday coming up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sound about right. All right, man. Let's see what we got up here next, fellas. Let's get to this really quick hit right here in news. Yeah, this is it right here, fellas. We got one quick hit. Check it out. Static Shock movie is reportedly back in development at DC Studios. Shout out to BA for telling me that Michael B. Jordan will be producing. So listen, he already flexing his muscles out here, man. As far as he won that Oscar. So now he got a little pool now. You know what I mean? So shout out to Michael B. Jordan on that one, man. But BA, what you think about this news, man?
The first thing I did was I went to Twitter to see what the response was, and then you got a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's for the culture. This is great. This is that. This is that." You got some people say, "I don't necessarily need a new character right now for the DC." I said, "Okay," and then I got some people saying, "Oh, who the hell is Static Shock, and why does he need a movie?" I said, there we go." That's the ones. There they go.
There you
right.
Right there. I knew you here somewhere.
You know what I mean? So that was that, but it was overwhelmingly people respecting the culture, and that's what I wanted to see. I hope he goes forward with that, and I hope he slows down on the Zod, he's trying to do an HBO Max Superman movie or a series or whatever. I don't want that.
Zod.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I don't want. For obvious reasons. No. Because like I said, next thing you know, we're gonna get a white Black Panther. Like, slow down. I don't want it. But for this particular reason, yes, go full-fledged. I know everybody they're trying to link up the Strangest Things kid, Caleb, I think that's his name. To the road, the black kid from Strangest Things.
Yeah, Caleb.
I don't know if he's a little too old. Maybe he cut off all his facial hair as a shot, but you got to get somebody in there maybe on a younger side. I don't know.
He's Miles Morales.
Yeah, how young are you thinking, bro? You want high school?
Not baby, high school. Yeah.
But I mean, when I say high school, so I mean like he's still 18 or whatever. He'll be 18, but look like he could be in high school. You know what I'm saying? Or 19 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't want to go. I don't want to go past 20.
Play 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then you might look it in a sense, right? I don't want him to look it. I want him to still have like a baby face. But yeah, because he's going to be dealing with a lot of issues and things like that. But I wonder how old Tom Holland was when he first started.
No, he was 19. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was 19.
It was a decade.
15. Yeah.
There you go. So that's what I want the exact same thing. I want the exact same thing. That's a good age to start to understand what's going on. And if y'all remember the show, I know y'all do, but if people remember the show, it's like they was tackling a lot of issues, that a lot of social issues in a sense, right? That a lot of other people were shying away from. So that's why this show is different. That's why it hits different. And If Michael B. Jordan is doing it, that means I know that he has the influence of Ryan Coogler, and I know that he gets it. I know he understands it. Hell, we got a red, black, and green scene in Black Panther in BP1. And when they was on top of the casino, they was just red, black, and green. So
you said Ryan Coogler. What you trying to say?
I'm not saying that he's a part of it. He has his influence though. Michael B. Jordan, anything that he's producing,
he might be. You think he could direct it?
No, I don't think so because he's tied to Marvel. I don't think Marvel's gonna let him do it. You know, we need you for this. You need you for that. I know they
want to think about Miles.
Now I'm gonna say it depends on when they do it. Like, you know, because I think right now he's working on Black Panther. Not like it's not in production right now, but pre-production.
Right. What I'm saying is they're going to try to keep him busy so he don't go over to DC. That's what I'm saying. Hey, yo, we got another project for you to do. Hey, yo, we got something else for you to do. You sure you want to go over there? Because we got this for you. Matter of fact, you want to have this like division of Marvel. You can have that. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna let him get away to DC. But Michael can do it. That's what I say. As long as he has this influence, that's all that matters. That means he's pretty much like a disciple of him because he learned a lot by working with Ryan, and especially going behind the scenes and things like that. So he was a part of something similar. I think it was on Netflix called Raising Dion. If you guys saw that, so it's like okay, like you know what I'm saying, like he can put together something. I think he was behind the scenes a little bit in that too, behind the camera, I should say. So not necessarily focused on him. He was like the father that kind of, I think he died or something. So it was very, very short of him actually being on screen. And that's what you want to see. You know, some of these directors and actors, they try to feature themselves. I don't need you for that. This is not you. It's about the kids. So like I said, I don't want to ramble too much, but that's what it's about. So I'm trying to see like this is the foundation of this character, and it needs certain people to kind of touch it so we can get it over into the main screen. Because then we don't want to look at this like, man, who wrote this? You know, we don't want those feelings in a sense, right? We want to say, damn, this took me back to when I was a child. I dealt with this issue. I did that. And he's a superhero on top of it. That's crazy. Like we want to have that kind of reaction, that kind of emotion when it comes to watching Static Shock. So, like I said, he's one of us. He's for the culture. He's for the things that we dealt with. Static dealt with, especially if you lived in the inner cities of the world and things like that. So, it's a wonderful thing once you put it together. And I hope to see him on a James Gunn side, like not just. I don't want no one-off. I don't want no Elseworld. I want this is his origin, and then give me the Marvel. He'll be back in whatever. Like that's what I need. That Marvel. He'll be back in such and such. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, I'm all for it 100%. And I believe that it's really in motion now. I believe that. I ain't believe it before. I believe it's in motion now.
What you got, Cuz?
It's exciting. So I googled black actors under 25 just to try to see who could possible. A couple of them that popped to me was Miles Brown. He was Jack in Blackish because he's 21, and then Seth Carr. He was the kid that played Killmonger, a young version of Killmonger in Black Panther. So there's a couple of them that's already had pretty significant roles and stuff. But this is exciting. It being produced by Michael B. Jordan, featured film as well. I agree with BA. Don't let this be an Elseworld. Let this be the main DC side of the studio. This is going to be massive. This is like it's exciting. Like I said, when we were younger with the cartoon, it was something that you always want that we were able to enjoy a black superhero, and DC was good about his show too, having it out there. So getting to the point where we actually have this opportunity of being able to see it on the big screen, yeah, I'm ready for it. Give it to me.
Yeah, with y'all. I'm telling you, BA, wouldn't be surprised if they have Coogler attached to this. If you're talking about there being a culture shock, no pun intended, I think he'd be perfect for that, man. The fact too that I'm with y'all. I wonder how this would fit into the DCU proper. Because, like, listen, if they're talking about doing that Teen Titan movie, why not introduce him and then, like you said, BA, kind of like shoehorn him into a Teen Titan movie later on down the line or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be pretty interesting on that front. Michael B. Jordan, like I said, man, now he having that influence, stuff like that, his ties with Warner Brothers and all that. I could definitely see something like this happening. I just want to hear a little bit more from James Gunn and see maybe they working together on this and trying to put something together and all that type of stuff. Because I definitely want this to happen. Like Cuz said, we've been asking for something like this for so long. I think I brought it up on the show before. Like, what's going on with the Milestone comic universe? You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I think it was around the pandemic. I remember the two creators of it were like, hey, we got some things in the works or whatever, and we never heard anything else about anything from any of the Milestone comic characters or whatever. So I was wondering like, what's going on with that? And then of course, they had the whole, thing with was it Warner Brothers selling their, being sold. I think it was to the David Zaslav and all them. AT&T was running it, then they sold it to David Zaslav and them for Discovery, and then we just never heard anything else about it. And I remember, matter of fact, I think the last DC, what was it called? What was it? What was a CinemaCon called? Because we talked about it. I forgot. DC. Not showcase.
Nah, it's I forgot.
I'm blanking. But yeah, their version of Comic-Con, they brought that up on there. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, so I was like, I always wondered, like, yo, what's going on with the whole Milestone comic? Like, why aren't we seeing enough of Static Shock or Icon? I could probably understand because people will be like, oh, it's too much like Superman or whatever, and then Hardware guys like that. I'm just like, yo, where are they at? Like you should be able to integrate them into this universe too with ease or whatever. But I still don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and I'm wondering if it's to the point like they bought this comic book company out and then they're not using them, and it's just like, okay, whatever, we're gonna throw them away. That's what I don't want, because they definitely have some interesting characters within that comic book universe, so the Dakotaverse, as they call it. But yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. ZBA.
One small pushback. And it's I want to shout out Will because he did bring out some good actors, especially on the younger side that's been in the MCU. But I need the reason why Caleb was probably number one because how closely he looks, and this is the thing. Like I need a darker skinned guy to play this, maybe like the young T'Challa or something like that. I will want that than the lighter skinned person. And I'm not trying to be a colorist or anything like that. But the original depictions of Static was on the darker side. So I want to try to bring that out just so we can get more of that on the big screen versus getting the other in a sense. So just trying to show some love on that front. There was a reason why Caleb was like the number one guy, but he might just be 1 or 2 years older than what we want there. So I just wanted to throw that out.
Caleb's gonna be busy.
Because I'm wondering too.
But there's the Caleb and people that look like Caleb underneath.
Yeah. Right. Because I was sitting there, I was wondering, like, yo, so are they doing a high school Static or like what are they doing? You know what I'm saying with this? But that's a Static I think, like you said, we all grew up with was a high school Static. So that's why I'm like, yeah, they probably would go a little younger. Like I said, do like what they did with Tom Holland, where he's 19 in real life, but he could play a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So probably go that route or whatever. So, but yeah, man, let's go ahead and turn the page here, fellas. Man, we can get to these questions, these comments, man, and we can call it a show, fellas. All right, man. See what we got. We got Pluto in the building. He said, yes, sir. We said, let's see what he got here. He says, where my guy Big J at? He better not be on vacation somewhere hating on my guy Finn Jones. Nah, man, he at work right now, man. He tried to join us today, man. He didn't make it, so he should be back on Tuesday. Hopefully, he'll probably be back on Tuesday. Hey, sometimes, yeah. Hey, life be life sometimes, man. So you know how they go. But yeah, shout out to Big J, man. Shout out to Big J. Is it Zimina? He says, yeah, Mick. He says, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Omar says, you guys saw the trailer at CinemaCon. No, we didn't actually see the trailer, but like I said, we got the breakdown of the trailer. Yeah, the highlights and stuff like that. And then he also says, if you guys did, what are your
No,
thoughts?
I was invited. I just, I was there amongst the people the people that's in the know. You know what I'm saying? So that was real life footage right there. They took my phone and everything.
Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day. Yeah, CinemaCon don't play about them phones, man. We ain't leaking nothing out here. Because I remember I was listening to John Campion. Because after each presentation, they'll do like a show, and then he was like, he'll ask people in the chat, like, "Hey, did y'all see this or whatever? Was this put online yet?" and all that, and they post them like yes or no or whatever. And and I know why. You know, they'll play about them phones, bro. They don't want nothing leaking because CinemaCon is supposed to be for the theater owners. You know, this isn't like Comic-Con or nothing like that. It's for the theater owners or whatever. So now, eventually, you know, they will release some of the stuff that they showed at CinemaCon, but a lot of times they don't do it right at the time it's at CinemaCon because it's not like the actual normal convention or whatever. So then we got Dr. Doom saying Doom has entered the chat. Yes, sir, man. Can wait till your movie drop. And then last but not least, we got Salam in the building. Said, "What's up, man?" It said, "Description of Doom trailer sounds dope. Seems like Doom has the quotables to the quotables too. That's on par with all the great villains we've seen, like Thanos, Ultron, Bane, Joker, etc." Let me ask y'all a question: who's a better villain, Thanos or Dr. Doom?
Yeah, I would go Doom all the way.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm with Doom. The reason why I was asking that because the Russo brothers brought that up at CinemaCon. It's like he's the greatest. He's probably gonna be the greatest villain. I think they said like in Marvel history or something like that. And I was like, you know what? No, something like that. He's better than Thanos or something like that. And I think they actually might be right. And I said that before. I was like, we talked about who could be the next bad for this saga or whatever. And I was like, man, it'd be nice if they had brought out Doom. It's like a few years back, me and Cuz was talking about that, and I was like, man, if they can get Doom right, like people don't understand how like Doom is not no joke, and people are finally gonna see. Like those folks, like my wife, and they'll be trying to explain this type of stuff too. Oh, you're gonna see just how powerful this dude is. Like this dude is no joke. And like I said, there was a quote that Thor made in that trailer where he was like, "Yo, I faced some powerful foes in my life, and this the one right here." So we're definitely gonna see. I'm with you too. What you said earlier, BA. It's kind of that aura that we wanted Kang to have when he was in. Which I remember telling Cuz, I was like, when we heard the news that they were gonna have Kang in Ant-Man 3, I was like, how's he gonna beat him by himself? I was like, I don't understand how that's gonna work. And then we saw the movie. It's like, oh, they just straight neutered that guy. Salam says they got to get Static right, man. He says almost as important as a child. What BA said. So I can't call it on who should play him, but there needs to be an extensive search like they did with Spidey. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That will end up happening. You have these major roles like that between your Spidey, your Batman, your T'Challa. Like these are just your run of the mill just casting calls. Like these are like it takes time and it'll be a long time before get any inkling of who could be in the running.
If we do hear something as far as like what they plan on doing or they're gonna make this movie, it'll probably be around Comic-Con. We'll probably get some concrete news when DC come out there and kind of talk about their slate of movies coming up and all that type of stuff. We'll probably hear something about it. Hopefully. I'm hoping it's just a thought and actually something that they actually were gonna put into fruition. So hopefully. Salam says Doom in the comments, he's so good that you can't kill him off. You gotta keep him around, which is what I said too. Hopefully they don't kill him off after these two movies. Maybe recast Robert Downey and get somebody else to play him. You know what I'm saying? Because Robert Downey just costing you $500 million just to have him play 5 minutes on the screen. So maybe recast him after these movies. But yeah, definitely keep Doom, man. Doom could definitely be a threat for years to come. Yeah. But yeah, man, listen, we definitely appreciate y'all geeking out with your boys for another episode of Cause We Geek'd. Like I said, y'all, we do this every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning, so y'all guys can join us for these conversations. Big J will hopefully be back with us on Tuesday, man. Like I said, he had work he had to do, so hopefully he'll be back with us on Tuesday. If you guys could do us a favor, if you're watching us over on Twitter to come over here to the channel on YouTube, man, and hit that subscribe button. I know we had a few other people who subscribe to the channel, so we appreciate y'all for that. We're still trying to grow the channel. We definitely could use your help with that. Help us grow this geek community. Come in here and have these conversations with, like y'all just seen Salam and some others here doing right now. Come in and just have these conversations. This is what we're here for. You know what I mean? So we're still trying to grow the community. We definitely use your help. So hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit them likes for us too. That definitely helps out the channel in more ways than you know. And also too, like I said, guys, we will be back here on Tuesday. Hopefully, next week we get that Avenger trailer. If the Avenger trailer falls on a Tuesday, of course we'll talk about it on the show. But if it falls anywhere within the week, hopefully we'll try to get y'all a emergency pod up to try to talk about the trailer. Like I could say, hopefully it's on Thursday. That work better for me, my schedule. But hopefully it's on Thursday. So, but either way, we'll try to get a show up or try to do a little pod episode up for you guys, doing all that spoiled discussion of that trailer when it drops. So, but listen, y'all. With all that being said, it's your boys Real. I got Cuz in the building. We got BA. Big J wasn't with us today, but he'll be back. Cuz we geeked. We're talking about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. All we ask y'all to do is stay geeked. And we out.